It's the co-main event. We have the Pitbull, Andrei Arlovski, taking on Tanner Boser, aka the Bulldozer. Boser has looked amazing recently. I mean, he smoked Felipe Lins and Rafael Pessoa before that over on Fight Island, and taking on the former champ Arlovski, who's also coming off a recent win over Felipe Lins. So both guys having Lins as a recent common opponent, but Boser shut Lins' lights off, whereas Arlovski had to go the distance, which and it was a super close fight. So you never want to get too married to MMA math, but interesting recent results for sure. Bozer really seems to have found his stride at heavyweight these days. He's super fast, light on his feet, especially for the heavyweight division, and still brings absolute cannons for hands. But he almost moves like a light heavyweight in there, yet possesses that deadly heavyweight power. So Bozer has looked pretty impressive lately, been living up to that bulldozer nickname. What do you think? Is Arlovski going to get pit bulldozed in this one, or are you going with the grizzled vet, Andrei Arlovski?
I really want to go with the vet, an OG fan, the Pitbull, he's a savage, but man, he's pushing 41. He hasn't been looking the best like he used to back in the day, and the Bulldozer's 29, young and hungry. He's been bulldozing his last two opponents. I think he's going to knock down a third.
Pretty interesting. Arlovski, like he kind of has adjusted his style throughout his older age. He's definitely a much more measured fighter these days, not trying to gas out pretty early, and has been doing a decent job of prolonging fights, so to speak. But I'm absolutely with you on this one. I think Boser is just clicking. I think he's peaking right now, and even though I think Arlovski is always finding a way to stay competitive, like whoever he's fighting against. I see Boser just going out there and getting the job done for sure. So I'm with you. He's a minus 260 favorite. So the odds makers are rolling with him as well. What do the Tapology numbers say? And do you agree with all that Brown? Do you think Boser's going to be getting the finish, or what are you thinking on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be 80. It should be 88% Brown instead of a little bit of that decision in there. I think Bozer's getting the finished first, maybe second round. I'm going with the first though. But yeah, Arlovski, he's been around the game, so this is definitely a tough challenge for Bozer, but I think he's gonna be way too strong and fast and young for this guy.
I'm with you, yeah, and I just mentioned not to put too much weight in MMA math, and I guess over at Tapology, don't put too much weight into just math in general, because 88% is going with Bozer, while 13% is going with Arlovsky. So 101% of people chiming in on that one. So you never know. It's MMA. Weird shit happens for sure, but we're both going with Bozer in this co-meet event. Check out the meet event, meet boys.